So I'm just going to run through some of the logistics for this week's event in Derry, because I know a lot of men are coming around from around Ireland to this event. So I'm just going to run through you the location, something about parking, food, toilets, things that we need to be aware of. And I think men just like to have these things very clear in bullet points: address, where are you going to eat, where are we going to park, where are the talks, times, and so forth. So I'll just run through this with you, and I do recommend, if you are coming to the event, please let me know on the WhatsApp group. If you're not in the WhatsApp group, just send me a message to Ireland Mobile 35387 365 6400. My mobile number is below in the text of this video. And we can just keep you updated. I will be asking if people want food or want to know where to go to eat. Just keep me updated. We'll try and have breakfast early in the morning available to buy, lunch, something to eat in Thermobacca, and in the evening if you need something. Okay, so I'm just going to run through again the timelines for Saturday for those coming to Derry, or if you're living in Derry, on this, what is happening. The adoration is going to start at 11:30 in Longtower, St. Columba's Longtower Church. And I'm just going to put it up here on the screen so you can get an idea of the church and a little bit of the map of Derry. Just a second. So the adoration is going to be here in St. Columba's Longtower Church. And if we come in here, you'll see that the entrance, if you car park wise, is here in front of the church. But we're going to suggest that you park on the flyover or up at the gas works. There's some car parking up there, and I'll send you around details on car parking Wednesday evening. So please, just if you're not in my WhatsApp group, just send me a message to Irish mobile number plus 35387 365 6400 plus 35387 365 6400. I'll put the number here on the screen anyway. I'll type it in a second. Anyway, but the adoration is here in St. Columba's, and this is also the location where we will have mass in the evening. So what are the times for the adoration? It's 11:30 to 2:30 in here in St. Columba's. At 2:30 there will be an hour for us. Either you want to go and get something to eat, or we can organize something to eat in the Carmelite Centre, but we're still discussing how we better do that. We might just give you locations where there is food around up here, and then you can come down to the Carmelite Centre. The Carmelite Centre is here. It's the Carmelite Retreat Centre on Southway here in Derry. It's exactly 1 mile away. It's 4 minutes in the car or 22 minutes walking from the church. So if you found a good place to park up here by the church, you might want to walk down here, or you can drive down here. There's about space for 60 cars in the car park, and then there's parking on the road outside. There will be somebody there helping us with the centres down here. There will be somebody there helping us with the parking. But if you're fit and young, maybe and we can just see if walking down here, you'll be passing here where Sister Claire's grave is, down here by the Derry Greyhound Stadium. But as I said, on car parking, both at the church and at the centre, I'll send around a video or a message on WhatsApp later in the week, just so you're aware. But there will be car parking around the church, and support for you to find car parks. The church itself, as I said, it's St. Columba's, and very, very beautiful adoration that we will have there for 3 hours from 11:30 to 2:30 November, Saturday the 19th. And then we will obviously move for the talks here from 3:30 to 5:30 in the Carmelite Centre, and move back here for Mass at 6 p.m. in the Longtower Church on Saturday the 19th. Some people have asked, well, Robert, why aren't you organising a traditional Latin Mass? The reason I think it's providential is that Mass at 6 p.m. on the 19th is the Vigil Mass of Christ the King. So it's it's an interesting time in the church, and I think it's good for us men to be there at that Mass at 6 p.m. It's the ordinary Mass, so anybody can come to it. It'll be the ordinary Mass of the parish. It's not just for the men that did adoration earlier that day, so anybody can come to that Mass. It'll be, and there's plenty of spaces in this chapel. If people are not aware of this chapel, it's I'll just show you the pictures here so that you can get an idea. It's got a choir, a loft area, and then seating below. It's very big. It's about 1,100 people easily can cope in that church. So that's where the Mass will be, 6 p.m. After Mass, we can move back here to the where am I here? We can move back here to the Carmelite Retreat Centre. I need to know. To get an idea, we might have to split the talks because there's so many men signed up for this. So if you've driven, maybe if you're coming from outside of Derry, I would suggest those coming from outside of Derry, you'd attend the afternoon talks. Then we can repeat those same talks in the evening for anybody that's local, say Derry or Donegal. And it just gives us an ability to reach more of the people coming up. In the WhatsApp group, there's exactly 301 men that have that seem to be there today. So I get that's the number of people that have reached out. But I do know that there are many men in Derry that will come along to the adoration, and I suppose they have more scope. Okay, you live locally, you can come to the adoration, go home, and then come back from the talks. Who are giving the talks in the evening will be Liam Stewart. He works with men. He has the apostolate, his 12-step programs. And you can find some of his talks, his testimonies on YouTube. Liam Stewart, Thomas Gallagher, the head of Cursillo in Derry, will give us a talk just on a little bit of the history, the walk to Knock and so forth, and a little bit of history of the faith there in Derry. And I'll be giving some of the third talks. So we'll hopefully within an hour and a half in the afternoon or in the evening here in the Carmelite Centre. So that's just a quick rundown there on the talks. So just to recap here what I need from any of the men attending, especially if you're coming out of Derry. If you're interested in having breakfast, say you're arriving before 11:30, you're arriving at 10 or 10:30, can you let me know? Contact me on WhatsApp, send me a message or an email, say, look, I'm interested in breakfast, so that we can organise to have something available, or let you know where the best places are, so that I know men are driving up from Kerry and Cork. I'm a bit anxious that you're not tired, so just message me, look, I'm interested in having breakfast, and we can organise that. So that's the breakfast side. The parking side, I will send you more details later this week, so again, please keep in touch with the WhatsApp group. I'll post it on the channel as well on the parking, but we are hoping to have it, I'm told it's there near the gasworks or on the flyover, but we'll send you the exact location, so you're not going round. You can just put the address into your sat nav, and then you can arrive. There's also parking in Derry in several places, like commercial parking. You can also park there, and then you're kind of set for the day. And but we'll keep you updated on the parking side. I'm told that during the matches, people can park on the car on the footpaths, and the police won't say anything. But I just want to make sure that everybody's aware where you're going to park, especially if you don't know Derry and you haven't been in there. So breakfast, parking. As I said, the addresses for Longtower Church and the address for Thermobacca, the Carmelite Centre, I'm going to put into the description of this video. If you look up on Google Maps, it'll say Londonderry, but obviously that's just the way Google Maps presents the address. So if I put the addresses in there, that's just how Google Maps is pushing them up. So just so that people are aware. So the addresses are below. Times 11:30 to 2:30 is the adoration in St. Columba's. There will be priests there available for confession, and that's really what it's focused on, guys. It's the adoration and the confession. That's what it's focused on, nothing more. The adoration and confession. Really, this is the last day of the liturgical year. And it's an important place for renewal, to renew our faith as men. Some men have asked, can they bring their sons? Yes, you can bring your sons. There's no problem. You'll probably, if they get tired, obviously you can bring them around, walk them around the Derry walls and come back. I know what it's like with kids. I don't think too many of the boys might stick it for 3 hours, but please do bring your sons. Bring them for a half an hour of adoration. Bring them to confession. They'll remember it for their whole lives. They'll remember when my daddy brought me to adoration and we saw all the men. They'll remember it. So please bring your sons to adoration. And there's lots to do to entertain them in Derry, around the walls and so forth. It's a very beautiful city. There's the Peace Bridge and so forth. So just relax. So 11:30 to 2:30, men's adoration Derry with confessions. There may be some low music played, depending on how the priests are spaced out. We'll see. There will be rosary said towards the end of the adoration. So that's basically the event. There's no talks in the church. The talks are going to be in the Carmelite Centre. So at 3:30 to 5:30, 2 hours, we'll move to the Carmelite Centre. It's exactly 1 mile away, so 4 minutes in the car or 22 minutes walking. We'll move back then to the church for the Mass at 6 p.m. It's the Vigil Mass for Christ the King, quite providential. And that Mass obviously is open to anybody. It's the normal Mass that there is there in 6 p.m. It's not just for men. It's just whoever would come to that Mass. So please come to the Mass at 6 p.m. Afterwards, we will repeat the talks back in the Carmelite Centre. That centre is there for us if you need accommodation. I will put the email in there. Please email and book your accommodation in that centre, £45. Just to remind you, Derry is in the currency there is pounds. It would be handy if you did have paper money, so that if there's if we're organising food or something like that, you're able to just pay for it. Food, as I said, breakfast. If you want breakfast organised, we can. If there's numbers available, please let me know. If you want lunch or dinner organised, let me know. We'll either organise the food or we'll tell you where to go to get. We can make a booking. We can say we can manage that. So I mean, a lot of the Derry men are saying they do want you to experience the welcome of Derry, and obviously you will settle up for whatever. We'll send you around the details, the costs. There's no price on this event, so. But obviously the Carmelites are allowing us to have the talks there. I would appreciate if you could make a small donation at the church, £5 to £10 at the church, at the Carmelite Centre, whatever you have available, and obviously pay for the food. Just normal thing you would do anyway if we were organising any Catholic event, and we'll see how it goes. So we are expecting over 500 men at the event. And I think it's a good time to connect with other men, to show your faith, and to renew the Eucharist. It's a very simple event, and I think there will be a great buzz on the day. But as I said, this is just the first video on the logistics. I'll do a second video later on in the week on the parking, just on maps, just so you know, you can put into the sat nav a list of the car parking places, and it's all very central. If anybody is wondering, you've never been to Derry, the Longtower Church is very, very near to that famous "You're now entering Free Derry" mural. So it's that side of the city, and I do recommend that you visit the Derry walls and the bridge. It is a very, very beautiful city. Anyway, so just some details there on the event. So on the food side, if you want breakfast, if you want lunch from 2:30 to 3:30 or something to eat, or you're looking for something to eat in the evening, can you just please message me, WhatsApp, or our email, something like that, so that we can just get numbers. And if we know that there are 50 men that are coming to Derry and want breakfast at 10:30 or something like that, we can have it ready there at a certain location in the gasworks or something like that. We'll ask. But if it's not something you want, let me know. If there's buses coming up, if there's anybody coming in a bus, or if you've organised a bus, can you please contact me so that we give you the address of where you can park the bus? I think a lot of people are coming in cars, but you may have booked minibuses. Can you please let me know about anybody coming on a bus if you've organised a bus, because we do need to organise special parking for you. So just share this video around if if you know any men that's coming to the event, just so that you're aware of the logistics. The addresses are below, so you can put the address for Longtower Church, Carmelite Centre. We'll send you details on the parking. And as I said, we need to know, do you need breakfast? Do you need lunch? Do you need supper? Or you can just do your own thing. There's lots of places to eat in Derry. Like you can come along. But I am encouraging men, and if you have sons, please bring them. I am encouraging men to come to the adoration and the confession. Maybe you don't want to stay the 3 hours. You can come in, but do come to it. Christ wants to heal our hearts. I'm absolutely 100% sure Christ wants to heal hearts. He wants to heal us as men for whatever problems we might have in life. That's what he wants to do. He wants us to turn to him, to rely on him. So come to Derry for the event this Saturday, for the Adoration Rosary in Longtower Church, 11:30 to 2:30. The talks, in the afternoon. There's about 200 men that have actually personally said, I'm coming to the talks, which we can fit in one setting. So we might just do the afternoon. But just let me know if you're interested in the talks in the afternoon or the evening. Let me know, and we can. But we'll be there. That's where I'll be there after Mass. We'll go back to Thermalback. And food, breakfast, lunch, dinner, if you're interested, just let me know, and we can take the numbers and then just offer you some suggestions so that you can have some. But anyway, I just want to end this talk with a massive, massive thank you to the Crucio movement in Derry for helping me, supporting me, and giving me the phone calls and so forth. You've been very gracious, and I do appreciate this. And I do think this will help renew the faith in Ireland. Anyway, God bless. Take care. Bye bye.